spirits is about identity. I think it's really important, especially in today's climate, today's world, that we have identity, we have community, and we all work together.
It shows that no matter how, even if we're separate schools, there's still, when we come together, there's still a sense of community and belonging.
Today's been about bringing various communities together across 7 different schools. We've had 1 secondary school, Fairlinch Park High School, and we've had 7 different primary schools. And the themes, of course, are community, identity and belonging, but we've also approached that through prehistory.
We're looking at what happened in the past, so using creative expressive performing arts to do that.
Drama in Fairlinch Park just covers a lot, but yeah, it all links in. It's CEPA, Creative Expressive Performing Arts. So dance came into it, poetry came into it, which was creative writing, drama came into it, and it all links in as one big performance, which is Earthworks project.
In the distance, the crows call to remind the hunters that time needs to speed on and that the spirits must be appeased.
It was basically about an orphan who found a settlement with an old lady, and she'd discovered more about her past while she was at the settlement. The King Ulfar then turned out to be the murderer of her parents, and so through that she then discovered more and more and decided to stay or leave the settlement.
Since birth, I have possessed this gift. I have always known the young mind being grown.
I'd say it's about communities really, because it's showing how to start a new family almost.
It's with different parents being there as well from different schools. You kind of felt a little bit of pressure to make sure that it was right, make sure you were giving off a good impression.
And thought about your settlement how far. The smoking happened.
It's also great to get families together to look at art forms in a way that's not like a traditional school.
I think they're gonna like the display of identity boxes because they're all different and they've all got your stuff that you think that you really like and you're gonna keep them as a memory. Looks really fantastic to me because I think everybody's put their time and effort in to show everybody what personality they've got.
The inside my box is some things I like sports and some things when I was a baby.
They all connect together because we're all working together, making new friends and trying to be kind to other people that we don't know.
What has worked well today is putting some of our year 9s and 10s in charge of the workshop and it's not just been up to the teachers.
We've also found some charcoal and ash remains here on the site, so somebody was definitely keeping warm and cooking food here. It's all about prehistoric life and archaeology. Lady Lavender was the main archaeologist. She was very passionate about her work in 1916.
I think you are expecting a great deal of observational work from these people. They came to receive an instructional lecture, not to participate in food drawing.
So what we had to do really was to establish whether Lady Lavender was a good archaeologist. We also found some human remains, some bones. And we know from the bones that we found that a human male, approximately 25 to 30 years, was buried here.
If you look at the great crate on the floor here, you will see a series of objects set out in front of you. We ask that you draw the object in the correct grid space in your excavation notebook on page 8.
As they did the activities, families got the chance to stamp their booklets, and upon completing their booklet, they left with a free gift. So we've had an awful lot more engagement. People have spent longer on tasks and it's been more challenging. It's also been deeper as well. I think we've had more formal talk and dialogue between families, and teachers have been able to get involved in that, as have other children as well, which is fantastic because we've had children as leaders as well rather than just as participators.
We're
doing a dance about a book called Naru. I feel quite nervous and shy since I'm not a public person so far.
It's an adventure story because there's quite a bit of action and hunting, but they go on a journey. So failing to doing a performance which is set in the Stone Age, and all the other dances are made around books about the Stone Age, so they're all about set in the same sort of era.
It's all just about showing how different communities were or how similar they were to they are now, thousands of years ago.
For me, it's the creativity. It's the being able to start with a theme, and then I just love the fact that that creativity then works together collaboratively, and we kind of feed off each other then.
I just thought it just went really well, and all as one. It links in and it's clever.
I think a lot of the time parents and grandparents and aunties, uncles don't get to see what the children are doing at school, so it's a really different way for them to actually experience that.
It's great to have an event like today, but simply because it also breaks down barriers for museums and locations that might be formal or intimidating for many families. It allows you to see a venue, a high-profile venue like the Manchester People's Museum, in a completely different way.
It's the first time I've performed somewhere that wasn't at school, so it's quite daunting, but the second time I did it was fun, it was enjoyable. Yeah.
All of them went well. There was a few mess-ups, but we can take that in and obviously improve as we go along.
I think there's definitely more scope to do a lot more.
It's going to be a dialogue between primary teachers and themselves, but at the moment there's an awful lot of things to unpack and to share and celebrate.